Have you got times yet?
It's starting. It's just shipping.
I'm just wondering if it's in. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy Wednesday evening to you. Today's Wednesday, July 16th.
I was going to say 14th, but it's not.
16th, 2025. Oh, days are flying by. I am Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop, and tonight we are here for Live with Lori Holt to preview her newest upcoming collection called Berry and Sage. And I cannot wait to jump into this with you guys. Here is Lori. Everybody say hello to Lori. Let's see. I'm not going to be able to say hello to everybody out here. We have a lot of
and once
people.
Again, you're going to have to tell me what everybody's saying because I can't see.
So. I sure will. I will try to catch whatever.
You're the go-between.
Whatever comments I can be to be a good mediator. So excited to see all the goodies. Hello. Okay, we're going to dive right in. If you have questions, put them out here and I will try my best. I will do my darndest to catch everything that I can. I'm just going to scroll through quick and see if we have any questions right up front.
Has anybody looked online and looked at this new storyboard?
People have been seeing it, yes. I've been hearing feedback that people are very excited about tonight to go through it and hear from you and hear all the inspiration and see all the goodies.
And see that because it's like a new thing. It's an introduction to first in the series of this type of collection.
Yep.
So then I can explain that more after you do a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds good. Have not seen the board. So if you want to see the storyboard, we're going to go through it tonight. But if you want to see it on your computer, you can go to RileyBlakeDesigns.com, click on storyboards, click on release number 4 under 2025. And then you should see Berry and Sage right out there that you can follow along with us if you would prefer to do that. Okay, so let's dive in quick. Let me move my cup so I don't spill. As always, we're going to go through and do a recap to bring us up to date for all of Lori's collections. So in March, we received Americana, and I'm still bringing this out because it is such a stunning and classic collection that people are still going bananas over it. Plus, it's July, and so it's kind of
I'm still sewing with it.
Yes.
Well, in Utah, we have the 24th of July, which is our Utah holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So in Utah, in July, it's like literally the 4th of July all month long in Utah. Like we have everything Americana everywhere, parades, town days, everything red, white, and blue until July 31st, and then we're done.
And then it's done. Then no more.
So we're still going strong with Americana here.
Yes, it is so. And as you can see behind me, this is the Americana Farmhouse Star. We just got our sample back like last week, I think. And so I hung this up here. So this is a little snippet of Americana hanging right behind me. But Americana's in the shop, all the kits, all the bundles, all the fabric. I think we have a little bit of everything left except for our chicken salad runner sold out, and which was part of our Happy Little Stitch box.
That's amazing. Yeah.
I know. It's awesome.
Didn't you redo that? Didn't you?
Yeah.
Do a little bit more, and now they're sold out.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes, they're gone. And the Scrappy Americana flag is sold out. But we have some summer picnics left. We have some farmhouse stars left. We have some paper stars left. We have some Sweet Land and the So Simple Shapes left. We have Spacious Skies and a little bit of the Oh Beautiful Flag Runner.
There's plenty. You know me, I do plenty of projects with the
plenty to choose from.
I'm loving the farmhouse star in Americana too.
Me too.
That quilting's so cute. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. And then, of course, at Happy Little Stitch Shop, we put together an exclusive Americana chicken salad redo in Americana, and that is so cute. I had that one hanging before I put this one up once this one got back to us last week. So,
well, I love that.
That's out there too.
That was born here, pretty much. You know, on live stream.
Yes, it was.
When we were talking about Americana, like, hey,
and we were previewing Americana, that came straight from Lori, straight from Lori's brain, and everybody was like, "Yes, that's so cute. That would be so darling."
Well, it's because of Colleen and all the chicken quilts she was doing, and I'm like, wait, it just
mashes
it was a perfect mashup right there. Yeah.
Okay, next up, coming in October. No, this isn't next. Gentler Times is next. Gentler Times is coming this month. And yes, my friends, we are on schedule for it this month. We've had lots of people reaching out saying, is this going to be coming soon? It's due to come in July, which means it can come anywhere from the beginning of July to the end of July. I will tell you that there is movement on the collection. So
Yes.
Yay, there's movement happening.
Of course, I've had my pre-yardage for 6 weeks, which is just a few yards of each SKU.
Yeah.
But I just literally got my bolts yesterday. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's coming. It's hitting quilt
coming.
shops.
Movement is
and
happening.
I have this, which is
the
binder. That's a sew along. I'm going to start
Look
filling
at
it
that
up.
color. I
inside.
mean, come on.
I know. Isn't that fun?
It's so pretty.
So
That
this is
color
going to
is.
be for the honeybee garden.
Mhm.
I cannot wait to start doing that.
I cannot wait either. Okay, so Gentler Times, there's movement on it right now, my friends, which means there's still time for you to reserve and get invoices as soon as everything is cut and ready to go. We have fat quarter bundles. We'll have obviously the whole collection of yardage. We'll have all the wide backs. We'll have the delightful kit coming to us, pretty pairs coming to us. And if you saw on Lori's
If you follow
Instagram,
me on Instagram, did you see the pretty pears and the quilt seeds?
yes,
The gentle geese.
so cute. Pretty Pairs was so cute, and those gentle geese are adorable as well. So those are all out there for reservation. The honeybee garden sew along kit, you guys are going crazy for it. I'm not kidding. Everybody is going bananas for this sew along kit, and we have a few left for reservation. A few, which is insane.
Yeah, I'll be doing the Be Prepared post sometimes next month. What's it? Do you have the?
I do.
Do you have the guide there? I should have pulled my guide in, but I didn't.
So it starts on September 29th.
It starts in September, but I'll be doing the Be Prepared post next month, but I can't remember the date.
I do have it.
Like a month before.
I have it right here. Be Prepared post is going to come out on September 8th.
So it does come in. Yeah, because we don't start the end of September.
Yeah.
The sew along.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So September 8th is when you can plan to visit Lori's blog, and you'll see her honeybee garden Be Prepared post with all the information you need. I'm
working way ahead. I guess I thought that was a little bit sooner to do the post because I'm working way ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you know, we talked about it last time that Cassidy is due.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Cassidy's due on November 6th, which is the first day of her sew along. So I'm trying to I'm going to be way ahead. I'm always way ahead on my sew alongs anyway, but I'm going to try to be like 4 weeks ahead. Yeah. So that I can go to her house and help her with her sew along, get ahead. Yep. Do you know what I'm saying? Yep. So,
yes. It's going to be
way ahead.
It's going to be crazy time for you people.
Her sew along will still go on schedule, but it's just going to be, we're going to have to like pre-post. Yeah. I'm going to help her. I'm going to read so that she can pre-post everything or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Whatever it comes down to. Yeah. Do whatever needs to be done. Yeah. So Honeybee Garden, you can still reserve that. Again, Be Prepared will happen on September 8th. So Long will start on September 29th. Then we have Prim Village that's out there to be reserved. We have the Gentle Flock. We have Cherish. And of course, we have the Quilt Seeds, those adorable geese, which I don't think that page must be separate. That's on a different storyboard. It's probably over there. I forgot to grab it. As you know, I always have more than one storyboard for my big collection. There's so much. You can't fit it all in. Mm-mm. So all the notions and everything are on another storyboard. And then after we enjoy Gentler Times, which is again arriving in July, in October, we will be enjoying typography. So this collection is coming in October. No, and the early stuff for me, for the designer, is starting to trickle in. Like I have the first sets of So Simple shapes. Mm-hmm. I've done all of the strike offs and approved them. I'm so excited. It's going to be so cute. The fabric looks fabulous. So we have this stuff, all of typography out there for reservation as well, including Just My Type boxed kit. We decided to kit up kits to go along with the sew along days that Lori is planning for each of the banners. So we have Say It's Sew Along banner kits available in the shop for you to reserve. And then you can just get the kit and be ready to sew along with Lori right away.
We have vice versa in the shop to reserve, and we have a ton of these notions out there to reserve. So again, typography is coming in October, and that brings us to
Yay!
Berry and Sage by Lori Holt, the first in her Lori Holt in Color series, coming to us in March of 2026. What do you want to say about Berry and Sage?
Okay, I'm just going to say a little bit and then you can like read the back. But
yes,
what it is, I'm going to be doing this. This is first in the series of Lori Holt in Color. I'll be playing with 2 colors in each series. And I'll be doing that twice a year, which means in between my regular collections.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So instead of 4 of my regular size collections every year, I'm going to do my 2 regular size collections like I always do. But in between, I'm going to do this smaller collection because it goes to a 2 color collection. And so you don't need, when you're just playing with 2 colors, which is going to be really fun.
Yeah.
You don't need, when you divide it in half of colors,
right,
then you don't need that many SKUs.
Yep.
So I'm going to use prints that I've already used for this color series, because this is about plain colors, but recolor them. Because through the years, I've done so many fabric collections that I do, I take a print and there's maybe 2, 3 that I've colored it in 2 or 3 colors. And I'm like, I love that print. I want it. It would be so awesome in red. It would be so awesome in Alpine. It would be so awesome in whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And so now I'm taking that opportunity to revisit some of those prints. Do you know what I mean? So I'm super excited. Okay, so before I continue on, do you want to just read the back?
Yep. So let me read to you guys what's up with this collection. So introducing Lori Holt in Color by Lori Holt of Be in My Bonnet is a fresh and inspiring series that invites makers to explore the beauty of color 2 hues at a time. Each release in this twice yearly series will highlight a perfectly paired duo, celebrating every shade and tone in Lori's signature style. The first collection in the series, Berry and Sage, features exclusive fabrics, notions, and gift items in color combinations you're sure to love. Whether you're quilting, crafting, or collecting, Lori Holt in Color is a playful way to explore new color combinations to add even more creative possibilities to your sewing room. We can't wait for you to sew along. About the line Berry and Sage specifically. Berry and Sage by Lori Holt of Be in My Bonnet bursts with coral, tea rose, cherry, alpine, latte, and sage hues. Vintage florals, calico, lace, and homespun plaids evoke breezy spring days, wildflowers in jars, picnic quilts on the grass, and clothesline charm. It's pure nostalgic joy in fabric form. And don't miss the beautiful Strawberry Crush Sew Along. I can't wait for you guys to see that quilt kit. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions about the concept? Like, are you understanding that I'm just going to be playing with 2 colors, meaning several hues? I don't mean like literally one pink and one. In berries, to me, goes from, frosting, which is my light pink, to deep red cherry tart. Do you know what I mean? And then the sage goes from light sage to dark.
Yes.
It's just really fun to play with those hues and then play with them together.
So any questions? Put your questions out here about, are the sheep? No, the gentle flock sheep are not So Simple shapes. That's all pieced, Colleen. Love 2 color quilts. Very neat to do color study this way. Love this idea. So fun. Oh, interesting to do lots of hues in 2 colors. So any questions, you guys put it out there and I will try to catch it and then ask Lori.
Okay. I mean, I figured it was like a no-brainer once we introduced, what I mean by that. But it'll just be so nice to build your stash, and it's going to be so nice instead of, me, all my collections, I make them all go together.
Yeah.
And after my collection is finished, I put them away in my bins in color.
Yeah.
So like I have all of my blues from all of my collections together. But this is nice because you have all of a rainbow of hues of one color. By the time we're finished with these series, you will have like a big collection of many, many different hues that go together. in yellows, blues, reds, oranges, purples, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
So two people have the same question, which is interesting. How did you decide on which two colors to do first?
I looked at the time of year that it would be released and how I felt those colors might go. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so this will be available in March. So I think it's perfect for spring and summer sewing. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, mostly spring. Pinks and sages feel like spring to me. You know, but they still can be summer, but they just feel very feminine.
Yeah, it does feel very springy.
You know, yeah, it feels very springy, very feminine. Yeah.
I love it.
And when I designed this, by the way, because I work a year ahead of time, this was before I even knew Cassidy was even pregnant and was going to have a girl.
Oh,
you know, I didn't even know she was pregnant when I did this. And then I didn't know she was going to have a girl. But as I look at this, I'm just like, this is such cute granddaughter stuff.
So cute. That's going to be perfect.
Granddaughter stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a peek at the storyboard. I have a question out here. Hold on. Where did it go? Will the Sew Simple Shapes come with the Sew Along kit, or do we need to order them separately? It looks like
Are you talking about Gentler Times? You're talking about Berry and Sage?
Strawberry Crush. The Berry and Sage.
Just like any Sew Simple Shapes, they always come. Well, I don't know how you do it, but
this one comes in the strawberry box, and so
it comes in the box.
It says here. Includes Lori's Strawberry Crush Sew Simple Shapes and fabric for quilt top and binding.
Yes, we decided to do that because we're putting this in a box.
Fabulous. So you just get the kit and it has the shapes in it. Yeah.
This is even different for me. So
Lori's like, I planned that a long time ago. It's hard to remember.
So before we talk about the sew along, can I show the fabric?
Yes. Yes. Please.
And so what I did, you can open your storyboard so you know, but with each, so I have 8. So with each collection, I will have 8 of each color. So I have 8 berries prints.
Yep.
I have 8 sage prints. And then I will have 3 backgrounds. And then I will have like a mix, a couple of a mix. So there's going to be 21 SKUs.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And then a couple 3 wide backs, like 2 or 3 wide backs. Okay. So I'm just going to show you, and you may recognize some of these prints, but just in completely different colors than you've seen before. So I'll just show them.
Yep.
I'll try not to have a glare. Okay. So there's that one.
Beautiful. That's a leaf color. I'll try to say the colors as you go.
Yeah, these are leaf, alpine. Look, this is from Granny Chic. But it's completely looks different because, is that Granny Chic or Flea Market? I can't remember.
I think that is where it's from. I think it's Granny Chic.
It could be Granny Chic or Flea Market. I can't remember now. And then, of course, I had to put my little gingham in there.
So that's an alpine color, just so that the colors, sometimes colors don't come across great on the screen.
And also, one thing I forgot to tell you about this, too, while I'm showing these, is you know how in each collection you'll have 2 colorways of one print. For instance, you would have this print and then you would have it in the other color. That's not, none of these prints are doubled. This is the only print. So there's 21 single SKUs.
Yep.
And look at this.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
From that little light sage and the little daisies.
These
are all so fun. These are prints that are just like tried and true prints. Do you know what I mean? That I've used. I know will always work.
That's a great plaid.
You know, in anything, no matter what. And look at this one.
Oh, that one's so cute with the little flowers. That's an alpine as well.
Yeah. Now this pink right here is the background for our sew along quilt. So I did one very light pink, and we needed a frosting.
Yep.
Now, I did do this in a similar pink, not like this, but the one print that I did do this in from Granny Chic, it was kind of in a pink, but not like that. So it's different. I have not repeated anything. There's the reds, and then this one last. And look at this one.
That is from B Plaids. I recognize that.
Yes, but it was before that, it was from Granny Chic.
Oh yeah, that's right.
B Plaids, remember, were from B Plaids. Was the same thing. I did it all different. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's a great one too.
This is from Prairie.
That's right, because it was in green.
Prairie. It looks completely different.
It sure does. It was in a light green.
It was in yellows and a light sea glass.
Yeah.
And prairie.
looks
you know what I mean?
completely different.
And I love that print. And I was like, oh, I want to, I want that in pinks and reds.
Oh, that's
This is
great
from Hometown.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm getting there.
Oh, that's a pretty one too.
I hope y'all have big screens that you can look, that you're watching on laptop or TV or something, so you can see the prints. And then here's the backgrounds. So look at this cute little,
Aw,
sweet little background.
that is cute.
I must have known there was a little granddaughter coming into my life. I had no idea.
Was loving all the prints.
This one.
Oh, that's another great one. Holy cow.
Okay, so this is the last of the 21 SKUs.
Yep.
Look at that floral. This floral is from Cookbook,
Yes.
but it's completely differently colored and just looks so, okay. And so then I've got wide backs. So this is from the Prim wide back.
Yep.
And so I recolored it because this has been the Prim wide back is such a good wide back. It goes with so many things.
Yes, it is.
And then,
I recommend that one a lot.
oh, I forgot to show you the one background that was left. That wasn't 21. That was this was the third background. Remember the?
That's one of my favorite wide backs.
Yeah, I shrunk it down a little bit, this embroidery, and now that's one of the backgrounds.
Look.
So this is not a wide back. This is a background.
It's part of the collection. Oh, I love it.
And that's the embroidery. Okay, so now I'm going to just show these three together. Like here's the wide back. This is from So Cherry.
Oh my gosh, that one's great. I love that print.
So that's one of my very first prints I ever drew up.
Way back to So Cherry.
Way back to So Cherry.
Gosh.
And then this one already exists, but it went so well with the collection that we put it on the storyboard. This is a wide back. And this is bigger, the normal bigger size of it.
Yes. In coral.
So this comes in like a nutmeg.
Yes.
And then a coral and a sea glass. And now, yeah. So
coral again.
Okay, so there's the fabrics.
I love it.
So I think we have lots of fun berry and sage prints, to play with, all the different hues.
All right.
All right. Okay, so do you want to show the sew along? Do you want to talk about the sew along? And then I'll show what I have to talk about?
I'm going to do a quick check for any questions, which I don't see any. I see just lots of love berry and sage. Those berry and sage colors will also look great for a Christmas quilt.
Exactly. This is what's going to be fun. You can soften any Christmas quilt by just doing the deeper colors or softening it or,
Spectacular. I love it. Oh, I want to color that background with fabric markers. That's a great coloring page. Yes. Anne says, she's asking me, is the 250th Jane Austen ready to ship soon? I actually began invoicing today, my friends. So keep an eye on your inbox.
That's another quilt I'm so excited about. I'm doing that myself because I don't have to do the tutorials or anything, even though it's my quilt and I designed it. Cindy is doing the tutorials and Holly. And so I just get to make it.
She just gets to enjoy it.
And I don't have to take a picture every 5 seconds of every step that I'm doing.
Yes.
So it's going to be fun.
That'll be so much fun. I'll be like stalking your Instagram to see all of your progress.
Yeah, I'll just show them. I'll just be like, here's this block. It's done.
So yes, this has been on our cutting table. We have been cutting like crazy. And trust me, the entire team was ecstatic to come and say, we can start invoicing. Invoicing can start. And so keep an eye on your inbox. Invoices have been going out. We got a bunch of invoices sent today. More will be happening tomorrow. We'll be shipping right away.
Is everybody liking the Jane Austen quilt? We didn't really talk about it because it's not my fabric.
Right.
It's my design. And so, but it's going good. Huh?
Loving it. Yes. Yeah. And just an FYI, don't forget that the So Simple shapes for this particular quilt, because this Jane Austen 250th anniversary kit was a little bit special, the So Simple shapes are included in our kits at Happy Little Stitch Shop. So I can't say that that's happening other places. I don't know. But for our kits, the shapes are included. So if you see a price difference, that's why. The shapes are included. You just need to get the kit and you'll have everything you need.
Let me tell you, it's
Awesome.
such a great shape set because it's got so many different just traditional applique shapes and flower shapes, and
I can't wait.
I just love it.
It's a stunning quilt. It's gorgeous.
I'm very proud of it.
You should be.
Love
It's
Jane
beautiful.
Austen. I love Jane Austen, and I've loved every Jane Austen collection that Cindy and Holly put together, you know, for Riley Blake. They're all authentic. They're all, and so for me, because I love vintage fabric so much, for me to be able to design a quilt with actual reproductions from Jane Austen, her sisters and her mom, I'm just like, yes.
I know. It's like a step back in history to just play in history for a little bit. Okay, so those are all the questions that I'm seeing right now. Again, I apologize if I miss anything. If your question is not answered, please feel free to email us. We're happy to answer them. I can find the answer if I don't know the answer, so just feel free to email.
Ask it again in case you missed it.
Yes, or leave a question in the comments.
Well, that's true, because then for sure she'll answer it.
Because I can see it, and you know, I'll be able to answer it there as well. Okay, so here we went through all of the fabrics. Remember, there are 21 SKUs in this collection, so that means the fat quarter bundle will consist of 21 fabrics. 3 wide backs, which Lori just showed us right there. And that brings us to the Strawberry Crush Sew Along quilt. This quilt finishes at 66.5 by 73.5. It comes in this adorable strawberry box, which is
I'm so excited about the box.
Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. And included, as we said before, included in this kit, you'll get all of the fabric you need for quilt top and binding, and you will also get the Strawberry Crush Sew Simple shapes included in the boxed kit.
Yes.
Out on the website right now for reservation if you want to snag one while you can.
So then all you'll need is just like your regular, you know, like your interfacing, your glue, all your regular
applique stuff. Yep. Yeah. And then there is going to be, Lori uses a rickrack for the binding. That rickrack is the Alpine large rickrack, which is available already. So that's in the shop right now. Again, the Sew Simple shapes will come in the kit. This sew along is starting on May. Oh my gosh, I can't read. May 18th. There's right there. There's your invitation. You are personally invited from Lori to join her in sewing this.
You're invited.
Adorable kit.
This is going to be fun because all the blocks are the same. It's going to be a short sew along, meaning, so I'm going to do, so, I mean, I guess you can see on the storyboard the quilt.
Yeah.
Here's the quilt.
It's so pretty.
If someone's watching on a big screen TV, they can see it great big now.
It's so pretty. I mean, just look at you guys at the detail. Look at those bows and look at the scallop thing.
It's cut off just a little bit on the top and the bottom, but this is the actual size of the block.
Look how cute that is. Those flowers, that perfect bow, and then that scallop background. Oh my gosh. As soon as I saw it, I was messaging Lori about it.
12 of these for the quilt. And what's fun, if you've ever made Granny's Garden, it's sort of like Granny's Garden, meaning this pink is one shape.
Yep.
And so you can make the shape and then put everything on it. Do you know what I mean? And then just put this on, then the shape on your block.
Yep. Easy peasy.
Your background block. Do you know what I mean? So try not to glare.
Look how cute that is, you guys. Love strawberries.
Okay, can you see close up here the stitches on the side? This is optional. You don't have to do it, but before you when you do the whole thing and before you sew glue it down to your background, through either hand or machine applique, you can do embroidery with floss, just like around the outside, because I just thought that added a sweet, sweet touch.
Look at how much that adds. I mean, it
you don't have
so
to
much
do
to
it, but you can. I did put a DMC thread in there in the sew along guide or in the kit, you know, that you can do. But just to let you know, the Schoolhouse chunky thread color looks great.
Yeah.
But I didn't want, it would not take a whole skein.
Yeah.
And I did not want to include that in the kit because originally I'm using chunky thread for that.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to put a whole skein in the kit wouldn't use it anywhere near a whole skein. So, but I'm just going to say that in the sew along, you're welcome to use DMC, but if you have skein of chunky thread, use it. Wouldn't that be fun? You know,
so
just chunky. So that's what I'm going to do. So
it's so cute. So cute.
That's the sew along. That's everything about the sew along, unless anybody has it. Oh, Okay, so the yellow, oh wait, I forgot. So this is actual size and I haven't popped it in yet. See these plain yellow circles in the block?
Yeah.
That's just because I hadn't chosen which fabric to use because there's no yellow in the collection.
Yeah.
But now I've chosen it and it's on the storyboard. Do you know what I mean? What I picked. I just didn't have it in this block. But it's from I believe it's from B Dots. And it's just the yellow in the B Dots. So that's what's fun. So when I need,
yes, I see it now.
Like for instance, I'm not going to tell you what the next 2 color collection is, but I've already designed because I work so much ahead of time.
Yeah.
But for that one, I had to pull another color in too for some because what I'm making in the quilt it needs another color or something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's what's fun. So it's not like there's hard and fast rules that you can only use variant sage. You know what I mean? Like you can pull in one color or something like that.
Yes.
You know, depending on what I'm designing.
Right. So let me show you guys this close up. Here's the box. You can see that yellow that Lori's talking about. It's one of the prints from B Dots. So that's what she's talking about. And then there's a close-up of all of those strawberry blocks. Betsy, yes, I will have the So Simple shapes available separately as well so that people can get them
they will
separately.
be sold separate. We just wanted to make it convenient. I remember now that when we decided to put it in the kit, you know what I mean? Because you can't really make the quilt without So Simple shapes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I don't know.
So
We
Carol
just decided to include it. Yeah.
Carol is saying, what kind of chunky thread? You said schoolhouse, right? Would be what you would recommend.
Well, I also have Riley red. I have many reds, but I would just pick any red. But I think the schoolhouse looks the best.
So Carol, schoolhouse red is what she's recommending, but really any of the reds you can, if you want to choose a different one, don't be afraid
I just
to do
didn't
that.
want for people who didn't crochet and then they quilt, they'll be like, why do I have to buy a whole skein of yarn?
Yeah.
That I will only use for this. But if you crochet, that's easy if you have it, whatever. Do you know what I mean to use it? So.
Gina says, it's okay, Larry. We won't tell if you want to tell us what your next collection is.
You know, it's really hard not to say it because because I've been working on them, not because it's hard for me to keep a secret, but I forget it's a secret sometimes.
Yes, it's just in your brain.
I mean, literally I've done what? I've probably done 4 or 5 collections that you guys know nothing about. Do you see what I mean? So I'm like, okay, wait, which one can I? This is the only one I can talk about up to this point.
This is it.
What I can talk about.
You know
I mean?
Nothing else. Only berry and sage.
And so after this collection, so the next release will be my regular big size collections with all of the bells and whistles and everything. And so that will be, and I'm so excited about it.
I can't wait. That one will be coming in July because this takes us through March. So the next one that we'll see.
So my big collections, just so you know, will always come in July and December. And then my March and October will now be when they come in March, which is berry and sage. Then I'll have my next big one that I can't talk about yet that comes in July. And we're talking next year. And then my next 2 color one will be in October. So that's my 4 releases. And then in between there, I have chunky thread and
all the fun notions and all that
because
stuff.
Well, Riley Blake has 5 releases. So that takes 4 releases will be fabric. The 5th release will be crochet, chunky thread, punch needle, that kind of a storyboard for me.
What size is the strawberry quilt? So it is 66.5 by 73.5. Okay, so long starts in May 18th.
Yes. Yeah, and it'll just be like 2 or 3 weeks long. Do you know what I mean? Because I'll just show the tutorial for that, and then you literally, you know, maybe like the cornerstone blocks, and then we sew it together. You know? But look how cute this would be for just a pillow too.
I know, it is so cute. Anything scalloped, but not only is it scalloped, but it has that cute bow and the cute flowers.
Like I want to put this in a frame. Like I want to make one, put it on the background, and put it in a frame. It would be so cute
in a kitchen, like
whatever my little granddaughter's name is going to be.
It's true.
I don't know her name yet.
Just put it in her bedroom on the wall, or you could put it in a kitchen. I mean, it would just be so cute.
Or a pillow in her crib or something.
It would be darling. Or to set on the rocking chair, it'd be so cute.
I know. Okay.
Special information with this. Well, let's see. Is it later too? Oh, it is. It's later. Okay, so we'll talk about that when we get to notions.
Can we talk about what's under the So Simple Shapes, the Berry and Sage thread pack?
That's what I was just going to talk about.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Because
Awesome.
that's going to be a new thing that's going to happen with my 2-color quilts.
Okay.
You know, I love Aurifil. I
Mhm.
still have my Aurifil collections, and that does not change.
Mhm.
But Riley Blake, we have now are doing some new threads that are 100% cotton,
Mhm.
thin, strong. Do you know what I mean? Same reasons I love Aurifil.
Yep.
But instead of doing these great big huge collections, I thought it would be perfect with each 2-color collection to bring out threads that match those. And then so twice a year there's new threads, and they're not like the great big spool, you know, so there's like a 5-spool collection to match.
Perfect.
Won't
It's perfect.
that be
And it's a
nice?
great way to like slowly get that thread
build
into your
those.
collection, to build up
Yes.
your collection and not have a
Yes.
huge
Yes.
expense outright. So that's
Yeah.
fabulous.
It's another really super quality thread that I love, and it's great.
I saw it at H&H, and I
Yes.
touched it. I mean, I was like all up in that
It's
thread because it is
and you know,
so
that's
beautiful.
why I love Aurifil, because it's very, very good quality.
Yes.
Same, nothing different.
Yeah.
Same, good
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I was
I would
told at
never
H&H
put
as
my name
well.
behind something that I don't use and love. I would just be like, that's nice, you do you, but I'm doing this. Like, I just know that. Like, if it's on the storyboard, it's because I love it and I want it. Yeah.
It's beautiful, you guys. I saw the whole display at H&H in person. The thread is, the colors are gorgeous. And then I haven't worked with it, but Lori has, and she stands behind it.
Mhm.
Are there piecing threads, embroidery, or both?
They're both.
Both. It's for
That's
everything.
what I like about the weight of it. You can that's why I love Aurifil. I love this the same. You can run it through your machine, but because it's thinner, you can hand embroider with it.
Mhm.
You can hand applique with, not hand embroider, hand applique with it, and machine applique with it.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So not for embroidery, but for piecing and applique.
Yeah, no, for machine embroidery, that's not cotton thread. That's that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing.
Yep. Okay, that catches us up on questions. Any cross-stitch patterns for the new quilt coming? That we always get asked cross-stitch pattern questions.
Well, for these new quilts, I can't, it's too soon. I can't say that. Do you know what I mean?
But can't say.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we come to the boxed kit outside of the sew along box. So here's another box kit that's called Berry Baskets Table Topper or Baby Quilt, finishing at 36 by 36.
Okay,
sorry. Go ahead.
So what I want to do is I just kind of want to establish some traditions of what I do with this collection as compared to the others.
Yeah.
You know how all the others, I have a mug, I have a, do you know what I mean? I wanted to establish a few new traditions with this. So thread is one of them.
Nice.
And then for the, and this is crazy because look at the Berry Baskets. It's called Berry Baskets Table Topper or Baby Quilt.
I know.
I did not know. So I typically do runners for my big collections in the 5-inch stacker kits.
Yep.
But I thought for the 5-inch stacker kits in this, it would be fun to do table toppers or baby quilts, little square quilts.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm doing. So that's the first of this.
It's so cute.
And I just wanted to do a traditional little basket block because Berry Baskets, hello. I mean,
it's perfect.
You know, the baskets are sage and
it's perfect.
So that, and this little, and it comes in this cute little box, which is about like 8 inches square. The box is, so we're no longer, we've run through the bee containers, you know, all the bee containers that we've used for the 5-inch stackers. We've run through all of that. And so it was time to design. And I'm like, I just want to do little square boxes for the 5-inch stackers. I just think that'd be so cute. I use these boxes for just so many things. So I don't know if that even helps showing that.
That does help. Look how
so that's
cute
the
that
box,
is.
and it's 8 inches square.
8 by 8 by 3.
What
so
a sweet
cute.
size.
It's perfect.
And then there's the close-up of the quilt.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that cute, little traditional?
It's so cute.
And I made a basket quilt just like this for Cassidy when I was pregnant with Cassidy.
Oh
It's
my
just so
word.
weird, this whole thing. I know.
It's like meant to be.
I know.
That is
Okay,
crazy.
so that's that quilt. And then we have the 10-inch stacker one, right?
Yes,
find
somebody
that.
is asking what size are the spools? The spools are 164 yards. So 150 meter spools.
Yeah, they're not like the big giant, do you know what I mean?
Cone
They're like just your
ones.
regular spools that are in my, my kids, not that, yeah. And so the 10-inch stacker, I cannot tell you how much I love this 10-inch stacker quilt.
Yes, let me show. Me too.
I know.
I saw this one and it brings back your seed rulers.
Then I can talk about another tradition that I want to do with these is I want to design quilts where I've used past things, just like I've used past prints.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I want to revisit some of my tools and that I haven't used in a while, like my notions and tools, and do something fun with them,
So this is the 10-inch stacker. Yes, Lori's holding it up. This is called
the 10-inch stacker. This is not there's no collectible box because it's a pattern.
Yeah.
We're going to put this one right into a pattern because if you guys followed me clear back from flea market, when I did my flea market fabric collection, that's when I designed my seed rulers to do the leaves and stuff on flea market flowers.
Yep.
And so that's what these are right here. And so my seed rulers are already out. So the leaves are the seed rulers, and the circles are already 2 sizes of circle rulers that I've had out. I just didn't have a 5-inch. There was a gap. So this is another opportunity to fill in gaps of things that I needed to. I had a 2-inch ruler, a 4-inch, a 3-inch ruler, a 4-inch, and then I skipped to a 6-inch. I'm like, okay, we need a 5-inch. So there's a new circle ruler size.
Look how cute that is, you guys. So the name of this one is called Vintage Applique. And again,
this is an applique quilt, but you don't use So Simple Shapes. You use the rulers, but it's still the same method. You still use interfacing and everything.
So if you remember, Lori, like Lori was saying, her flea market flowers, these seed rulers were used there, but also in the box, the mini box table runner kit from flea market used those seed rulers as well, the small ones.
Yes.
Because I made that one and I have it.
I love those seed rulers.
I loved playing with those.
So what's fun about this doesn't come as a kit that you can buy. So the quilt shops will cut this.
Yes.
You will cut it, but you don't cut the sew along one. So you just cut this one instead. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Yep. So we're offering this one at Happy Little Stitch Shop. It's available for reservation online right now. Vintage Applique.
I think this quilt is so sweet. It just says spring and summer, and
I love
even
it.
though there's no strawberries in this one, it's still, these colors say strawberries. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
like I said, I did that table runner in flea market. I had so much fun making that table runner. So when I saw this using the seed rulers again, because they're just fun rulers to work with.
They're so easy.
So easy.
So we'll sew two colors together before we cut it out. So they're happy. And then we do the same thing with the circles. We sew things together, and it's going to be fun. It's so easy. So fun. Okay,
so let's see if anybody has anything to say about that. Pamela says, sorry to be hung up on the thread, but can you use it for a satin stitch or just a ladder blanket stitch? Question.
Well, yeah, it's just like, has she used my Aurifil thread before? It's anything you can use the Aurifil with.
Same.
It's just thread. Just
so
regular.
if you use Aurifil to do all of those things, you're good.
You can piece with it. You can piece with it, and you can just do all of that stuff. The only thing you cannot do with it is put it in a machine embroidery quilt and do your machine embroidery. That heavy.
Yes.
I have specialty stitches, that I developed for all of that. It's not, but I'm sure you could do a regular satin stitch on your Bernina machine or whatever.
Yeah. And let me see, do you have the seed rulers in stock? I sure do. Yes, we have plenty of seed rulers in stock. If you just go to happylittlestitchshop.com and you search for seed rulers, they should pop up for you. Let me see. Do you have the large size of interfacing for the center of the Jane Austen quilt? The 14-inch squares, we have plenty of that in stock too. Search for interfacing and it should pop up for you. Okay, so vintage applique quilt. And then that takes us to
Yes, so that's another tradition I wanted to do is I think Riley Blake has so many really amazing free patterns on their website.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys even get on Riley Blake.
I
know
I
the
do.
quilt shop owners do, but do customers just because they think, well, I'm not going to get on Riley Blake website because it's just a wholesale website, but they still have a lot to offer there,
Yeah.
such as their free patterns.
Yeah. Their
We've done
free
for years
pattern
and
section,
years.
it's
And
chock
so,
full
and
of a
I've
ton
done a
of
lot of those free
things.
patterns
Mhm.
and over the years, but there are so many other designers that have done a lot of free patterns. And
Yeah.
so my goal for my 2-color quilts is to find a free pattern off of Riley Blake's
Nice.
website
Mm-hmm.
that you can just, the quilt shop, if you're going to invest in, you know, the fabrics, I want
Yeah.
you to be able to do some other things, give some other suggestions for your customers.
Yes.
And I thought this one was perfect. This is called the wraparound porch quilt.
So pretty. Look at
And
that.
it's a free pattern on the website, and it has been for a while. And I just you simply
It's
recolored
beautiful.
it with my collection.
I love it. Look at that.
Isn't
It's
it
so
fun?
fun. So this
And
one,
it's a great size. It's 63.5 by 63.5, so it's
Yep.
a square quilt. And I love the name of it, the wraparound
Me
porch
too.
quilt. I'm like, that's perfect.
it is perfect. Somebody out here
But-
says my grandmother called this one Step Around the Mountain.
Yeah, I mean,
So
they're
different
just so,
names, but
my grandmother called it Trip Around the World.
how fun.
So-
All those names are fabulous.
Yeah, it's just it is a traditional trip around the world, but it's
Mhm.
nice that it's just a free pattern, shows you the
Yeah.
placement,
Mhm.
and it's just, yeah. So
So
anyway,
cute.
so there's that one. So that's what I'll be doing with the 2-color quilts is looking for some free whether they're mine or somebody else's. It doesn't
Yep.
matter if it's somebody else's or mine. It's just if I think it looks great in the collection, that's what I'm going to do.
Yep. So wrap around the porch. That's out there too for reservation. We'll be kitting that one up as well. And then that brings us to paper roses.
Yes, I have a new, if you know that through It's So Emma that I do foundation paper piecing patterns like one a year or so. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I've had this one drawn up for a while to do these roses.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that I love the
Mhm.
roses. And so I knew I was doing this collection. This is one of the reasons why I did choose this colorway first,
Mm-hmm.
because I thought it would be a perfect time to do these.
It's amazing
Roses.
how much those look like roses. I mean, it's amazing how much they do.
And so look at this quilt. I decided to color it this way, but traditionally you look at it and you would say, okay, so see the white leaf looking shapes in the
Mhm.
corners, you would do those in leaf and the roses, and then the rest would be background. But I decided to do it the other way because it looks like the roses are sitting on green.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? But you could do it completely opposite. You could do all different colors of roses. It's
So
a good
pretty.
paper piecing is what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
put these leaves, make these a leaf color.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
That's what that is. And I just think it looks amazing in these colors.
It does. And it really, having it on the green really makes the roses pop.
And
They
so
stand
those blocks are 10 inches finished.
Okay. The rose blocks.
And so
are
you
10
simply
inches.
just sew them together. You use the paper pads and it tells you what paper pads you need. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
what you need, that stuff. And then the vintage trim tea rose is already out there and available.
Yep.
So tea rose is one of my, favorite colors that I use all the time. So, okay. So
I
there's
like it too.
that.
So paper roses, that one finishes at 65.5 by 85.5. There's another peek at it. And then
I wanted to do another pattern with It's So Emma because that's normal. Do you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because they're my pattern publishers.
Yep.
And of course, I just had to do flowers.
So cute.
So this is called just Simply Sweet.
Simply Sweet. And it's a quilt and a pillow.
And I think it's Simply Sweet.
Mhm.
And so the pillow, let me tell you about the pillow. It's a pillow sham. It fits a king size pillow.
Oh, nice.
So you can put this quilt, it fits a twin size bed. I was thinking of this for a little girl's bed. Well, you just look at the colors and you just
I know
think
it's
little girl.
perfect,
very
but it's
feminine. But so this
funny.
would be perfect for a twin size bed.
cute.
Okay. And then you would buy just one king size pillow, just the pillow itself, and put a regular pillowcase on it. But the pillow sham fits a king size and then goes at the head of the bed if they have a twin
Perfect.
size bed.
It's so cute. Oh my gosh.
Cute.
So that quilt finishes at
that's
82.5 by 90.5. How
which is
adorable would that be?
perfect.
Perfect for a twin
That's perfect
size.
because it has good hangout. So when I like to do bed quilts, I don't do a pillow tuck. I do it flat at the top. And so then it has the same hangover on the sides as the bottom.
Yes, that's
And
how I do
there's
it.
no hangover up where the pillows are, and then you just put pillows up at the top.
Yes.
As many as you can fit. That's my model.
Yes. How many pillows can we fit here?
Yes.
That'll be so cute.
Then, now the next page.
Oh, all the stuff.
Okay, so another thing that I want to do with my 2-color quilts is get back into my English paper piecing tutorials, because I've done many of those and I love English paper piecing. I just don't get a lot of time to do that anymore. And so I selfishly decided to add this into the 2-color quilts because I thought it was perfect. Time to do just some small projects. Just
great.
Not overwhelming, not a bed quilt or anything, but just something really fun.
Great for people who haven't really dipped their toe in English paper piecing.
So I can, I have tutorials from the past. I used to pay Cassidy 25 cents a hexie. That's on my blog. Like when she was 9, I'd be like, give me, she was like doing big hexies. Anyway.
25 cents a hexie.
This is the project we're talking about. It's a stitching tray.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys have followed me, you understand my wooden, they're vintage wooden boards. There's a rectangle and there's a square.
Yep.
That I use for punch needle.
Yep.
Well, on one side of the board, it's smooth, and you can see this on the storyboard more right here. On the back, there's a little lip.
Yep.
So that the board is very versatile. You can either put, your punch needle on the top where it's smooth, or you can inset something in the back, which is what we're doing with this. So this is like a little, this is scrappy, and this is actually a flower in the square one.
Yep.
And so what you do is you just put it in the tray. The trays come already this color. You can paint them a different color, but they already come like an aged whitewash color. And then, so you can just do English paper piecing. You can quilt, you can layer it with batting, which is what we'll do, but you can quilt it, but you don't have to, because you will just wrap it around a board. Of course, I'll do the tutorial, but you can just wrap it around a board and then you just glue it in there in the tray. You can put little feet on the bottom. You know how you can buy like the little wooden feet or the little wooden spools. Would that not be adorable for the legs?
Adorable. Yeah.
You can buy little metal handles to put there on the sides. And you can just have your little stitching tray. So there's a lip in there, so you can just throw your threads. Your needle minder is perfect on there. It's magnetic. You can put the magnet on the bottom of the board and the needle minder there in the corner. Throw your scissor needles on it. It's just nice to take wherever you want that holds your little stitching.
So cute. And what a fun
that's a project.
Little easy project.
Take 5-inch stackers for this. You just get a 5-inch stacker for each of them, and then you can just play around with it.
Yep. What a cute little manageable project.
And of course,
I love it.
Sue Daly, who I use her Sue glue, but I feel like she's the queen of English paper piecing. And so we'll be using her papers and her, it's amazing. And her glue pen. Yeah. So it's a different kind of glue that Sue has. It comes in a pen. It's not liquid. Yep. It's like a glue stick. It's like a mini glue stick.
Yes. We have those in the shop.
And so we'll be doing that. So that's that project.
So we have the glue pens in the shop. We'll be getting the papers for you guys. And then like Lori said, all you need is a 5-inch stacker and you're set. We already have the wooden boards in the shop, so those are already available. What a fabulous little project.
Isn't that going to be fun? Just something to play.
That's
what I want to do with these 2-color quilts. Just play with 2 colors and see all the different little projects you can do.
How fun.
Along the way,
I love that.
Okay, and so then look at the machine embroidery stuff that's coming.
Look at that. Here is the machine embroidery section right here. So cute.
Do you recognize the wall hanging?
I do.
It's from So Cherry 2. It's my sweetie pie. Yeah. Wall hanging. Isn't that cute?
It's so cute.
And like, we have to do that. They're like, which quilt do we want to do for the machine embroidery? I'm like, we're doing this one because it's got fruit, berries. Do you know what I mean?
We can have
pink lemons, can't we? We can have pink lemons. We can have,
That's how you get pink lemonade, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we can have sage blueberries. We can have, but look at these cute little bowls, little quilty.
Yes, they are so cute.
Bowls.
So here's the quilt
Love
that
'em.
Lori's talking about. This is going to be the machine embroidery for Berry and Sage. And then here's another machine embroidery project. These little bowls. What are you calling them? Fruit bowls.
They're
Berry
fruit
and
bowls.
Sage fruit
Just because there's
bowls.
fruit on them, but you know, they're fabric stash bowls or whatever bowls. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
quilty bowls.
Yes. And then some placemats right there, and then a cute
Yeah,
tote.
which could be a pillow, which double as a pillow. You could totally make those into a pillow.
So cute.
And then the cute tote bag I love. Yeah.
So cute.
So that's the
of
machine
course,
embroidery.
we'll have all of that in the shop for you guys too.
And then onto the notions. Notice that I have design boards with each collection, but I'm only going to do one size of
Yep.
each size, or I mean one color of each
Yep.
size. Sorry.
Mhm.
Instead of two, because it's like there's two colors. You don't really need a berry and sage.
Yeah.
Large, a berry and sage,
Yeah.
medium, a little, you know, so I just,
Yeah.
so that was fun.
So
So you
7,
just get
10,
one color.
14, and 18, one of each size, different colors.
And I'm always going to do, I use washi tape all the time. I'm still going to do washi tape with each of these collections because I use it for everything. Now look, I got this.
Oh.
I got this
So they're all 1 inch wide.
sample.
Oh my
These are 1 inch, but look, I unrolled it and this is what it looks like on paper.
Oh, those are fabulous.
And look what's on the other side, because I got this sample at the same time. This is the farmer's daughter.
Look at
looking
those
at the
chickens. I love
But
it.
yeah, look how cute.
Oh, I didn't have the farmer's daughter storyboard. It's because it's down in the warehouse. We were getting all the yardage
Yes.
online. So
Yes.
I didn't
we can
have that
talk
up
about
here.
Farmer's daughter because we talked about it before this one.
yes.
Isn't that fun though? Yeah, I just love these washi tapes.
Super
So,
cute.
I use them every day for quilting, but I also use them in my paper crafting all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very versatile. You can use them for everything. Machine embroidery items are not online yet for reservation. I don't have the information yet to be able to like price it out and put it out there. But
I know
as soon
we're
as
doing this early.
yeah, this is
We
early.
just
Like
jumped right, like they just barely loaded.
it did.
Yesterday, the storyboards went on the website yesterday.
Yeah.
So we're talking, this is early.
This is super early. These storyboards just arrived to me on Friday, and Lori and I started talking about it right away, and it happened to work out for both of our schedules to do it tonight, which was fabulous.
Yes.
So it's very early. So some of that information is still coming to me, and once I get it, then I'll get more of that information online for reservation. But for right now, all of the main
Yeah, it'll
big
be
stuff
coming.
that we're
We're doing
talking
early.
about is out there for reservation. So if you go to happylistedshop.com, go to coming soon, there's a Lori Holt section out there specifically. So click on Lori Holt coming soon, and you'll see Berry and Sage, and you'll see all the items that we have out there for reservation. Right there. Okay, so
Okay, and
washi
then-
tape, and then
So the washi tape, we talked about that. We talked about the So Simple Shapes. We talked about the thread, but I'm doing a charm, one charm with this one. And then in Farmer's Daughter, remember we started doing leather stuff.
yes.
And so I'm doing another leather keychain. So this is, here, I've got them bigger here.
Oh, perfect.
So I did them, this is my regular charms, you know, like I'm not doing a scissor minder, just
So
a
cute.
charm. But I just wanted to do that to match that quilt.
It's so cute.
And then this is the leather
It's so
strawberry.
cute too.
Would that be cute on a bag?
So cute.
It'd be really cute on this machine embroidery
Tote.
bag.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
that tote.
Okay, so there's the charm. So I'll always do a charm
Mm-hmm.
and probably a leather thing. And then I'm always going to do a vinyl bag, project bag, just because I love them and they're so versatile. And I don't want to not do one.
Mhm. You guys look at this project bag because it is so, so cute.
So
It's
that's what
that
I
vintage
chose to
applique.
do, was that applique quilt. I just thought it would be a fabulous bag.
It's so cute.
Because you can never have too many project bags.
So true.
And then look at these little berry bags.
They're so darling. And they're
I
melamine,
really-
right?
Yes, they're melamine. You can put them in the dishwasher. You can use them for food. You can use them for quilty stuff. I think they're perfect for 5-inch stackers, for scraps. I mean, I want to take one and make a pincushion out of it. I want to take one and put strawberries and put in there.
Oh,
like,
that would
I
be
just
so
think they're
cute.
so fun. I'm like, we have to do. When I was drawing up the berry baskets quilt,
Mhm.
was like, I need to do berry baskets, like actual berry baskets.
Yes.
So, there we go.
They're so
So
darling.
I did them in these 3 colors so that red strawberries would look amazing with all of them.
Yeah, they would.
No, isn't that fun?
It's so fun. I saw those baskets and I got way excited about them. So those are online for reservation too. I had to do a reservation for that one because I think they're so darling.
And then I have another mini, these go crazy because, you know, I always use them. And so any opportunity I have to do a color. But these are my little 5x8 cutting mats.
Yes, those are
and
so
look,
popular.
I get one in this color. I'm doing one in teals and latte.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can flip them over. And then I'm doing this size, which I've been using the same colors over and over again for the 12 and 18. But I use the 12x18 cutting mat all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's by my machine. And so I'm doing this in leaf and latte.
I love it.
And so this is 12x18, 2 very handy sizes. These are the 2 sizes that I use. Well, I use the big ones to cut my big fabrics, but I use these every day by my machine, trimming up, doing tracing. I use it to trace my interfacing on for my So Simple Shapes because it has a nice tooth to it.
Yep.
You know. So there's those. It was time to redo a new ironing board cover.
I'm so glad you
and
picked
so
this
everybody with the table that I'm sitting up to now, my work table, you know that this is the print that I have on my work table. And I get 4,000 comments all the time saying, where did you get that ironing board cover? And so I'm like, this is the print we're doing. Yes. I didn't pick a berry. I could have picked one from Berry and Sage, but I'm like, no, I just think this vintage advice would be a super cute ironing board.
It's perfect. Yes, it's perfect.
So that's coming on here. This is what the circle rulers look like on the page, and the seed rulers. And then I get new readers.
In frosting, right?
And these are the 2.5 ones, and these are in frosting.
So cute.
And yeah, so they'll look nice. Just so you imagine them on my eyeballs right now.
Holding them right
well,
up.
I have my frosting ones here, my old frosting ones.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So see, but the new style,
vintage. Yeah.
See how they're like more cat eye.
Mm-hmm. You know? They're so cute.
But they're the same. But these aren't the 2.5. These aren't 2.5. I think these were the 3.0. Now I just keep playing back and forth with color. I just want frosting because I love this color. So I wanted to do it again because I didn't want to lose the frosting color.
Yes.
And then
there's another binding holder.
My binding holder.
Yes.
I thought it would be fabulous in latte.
Yeah.
Just a neutral, just one single. And so it comes single, not in a pack. I use these all the time for not only to hold my binding, but I use them every time for all my binding.
Yeah.
But I use them for my scrappy strips. If I'm doing a project that takes the same amount of strip, I just put them on there.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like to keep them nice and to keep them from handling the least amount.
Yeah.
And then a 17x17 trim-it ruler. Because that's a size, which seems like an odd size, but you'd be surprised how for applique, that's very nice.
Yeah.
You know? And so that's what these blocks finish at for this quilt. That's what you need that trim-it ruler for.
Mm-hmm.
They're 17.
17.
There was just too much room in the 18-inch. They're just, do you know what I mean? There was too much background.
Yeah.
The blocks have to be that size because that's what size the seed rulers are.
Yep.
And the circles. And so I put them in an 18-inch block, and I was just like, there's just too much room around the outside. Oops. And it made the quilt even bigger. And I just like, okay, this is the perfect time to come out with a 17 and a half, you know?
Yeah. It's perfect.
So yeah, that's it. That's what we got.
That's Berry and Sage, my friends. Ta-da!
What do you think? Do you guys think this is a good concept now that we've gone through it? And do you like that it's every other time? Do you know what I mean?
What are your guys' thoughts? I loved it. When Lori and I were chatting about it, I was like, a smaller collection in between the bigger collections. I think it's such a fabulous idea. It's a really good way to.
And it's about half the amount of projects too.
Yeah.
And the projects are simplified because it's, you know, I love working with scrappy quilts in many, many colors. That's just how my quilts work.
Mhm.
So I will never give up that, like
Yeah.
doing big collections with lots of different colors.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I have to do it 4 times a year.
Right. All at once.
And that also doesn't mean that I can't play with just 2 or 3 colors at a time with my big collections, because I'm using pre-cuts. So I end up using like all of the colors in my projects.
Yep.
And so selfishly, I just wanted to do something that I could play with just a couple of colors at a time.
I think it's fabulous. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's see what people are saying. They say, absolutely love this concept. So appreciate the walkthrough. Amazing idea. When is Farm Girl coming? That's coming in December of 2025. Love it. My 2 favorite colors. Love it. Love the smaller collections. So excited. I can't wait. Love it all. Love the concept, and I love the collection. I love the idea of a 2-color collection. Love it. Not only enjoying the fabrics and projects, but the hue study is fantastic.
I just think by the time I'm finished with this, doing all the 2 colors, you put them all together and you just have a lot of colors in the 8 different hues.
It's going to be fabulous, I think.
That go together well. Not only in the hues, but I worked very hard with the texture. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the scale, like some small, some medium, some, so it all goes together. You can just basically use it for any, transfer these prints to any quilt pattern that you may want to do.
Love this idea. Way to go. Love your idea of 2-color concept. I'm excited for the concept. I've been searching 2 and 3 color quilt patterns this week. This is perfect.
Oh, exciting.
Perfect.
I wondered, because I hadn't really seen this out there. It was just kind of my idea, which that doesn't stop me. I mean, I do my own thing anyway, but sometimes it makes you worry going, will this be accepted? Because I don't really see it out there. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah, you never know. You never know when you're throwing new stuff out. How many color combos do you plan on creating? Susan is asking.
Well, as many colors as there are in the rainbow. I'll just keep going. Do you know what I mean? Like, so far I have 2 already done for this. So at least 3 for sure, but I'll keep going. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying I have 3 done for sure because they're done. Do you know what I mean? No, but and when I say done, nothing's ever done until the storyboard's done, but it's done in my mind and in my sketches and then, like the drawings of the fabrics and fabrics chosen. And do you know what I mean?
Your concept is done.
I have to do that to move on to the next one, kind of put that.
Yeah.
Okay, chosen this, pulled that together. Now this goes in this file.
Yes.
So
I can imagine to keep it all straight in your brain. My gosh.
Yes. That's what I was talking about. It's hard to remember what I can share because I can just start. So today I was and then I'm like, wait, I can't say that because like what I was working on today, you won't even see for, a year and a half.
Shyla says, I appreciate Lori's eye for color. Love the 2-color collection and really hope it means we will have one for Halloween. Halloween would be fun. So all good things. Everybody seems to be loving it. You guys leave comments after the video is done, because sometimes if Lori has time, she might go back and read those comments. So if you have specific comments that you want to leave.
If Angela can't answer it, you could reach out to me and ask me, and then just let me know.
So leave comments and questions below after the video is done, because they'll get looked at. We'll make sure that we're giving it attention here at Happy Little Stitch Shop. Okay.
I want to thank everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks, Angela. But thanks, thanks, Angela, for always, hosting this and
thank you
and bringing my designs, to your customers from your Happy Little Stitch Shop, Happy Little Quilt Shop. But thank you, to those of you who are followers who have been following me for a long time, and for new followers who have just discovered my designs. I thank you so much for joining in on this, on my vision, which sometimes I'm like, I hope you get it, because sometimes I don't even get it. I just do it. You know what I mean?
We are along for the Lori ride. I love it. I have not met a Lori collection I have not just absolutely adored. So,
and Angela has everything you need, Lori Holt.
We really do. So just visit happylittlestitchshop.com.
A happy little
It's there.
stitch shop. I love
Okay.
it. Okay.
You guys, thank you so, so much. I will be with you again tomorrow for our Friends Thursday live stream. So I hope you'll join me then. In the meantime, visit happylittlestitchshop.com and take a closer look at Lori's Berry and Sage collection. All the reservations are out there. If there's anything you don't see that you want to see, just email us. We're happy to put it out there for you, or put it out there once we get the information that we need to be able to put it out there. But
and please go to Riley Blake website
out
and look at the storyboard. You can you can blow it up. You can pinch it on your screen. You can look at everything super close up and read all of the information that goes with every little thing on there.
Yep.
So,
all the details are right out there at Riley Blake
and then
Designs.
Angela will have it for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So thank you so, so much. Again, if there are any questions that you had that went unanswered, please feel free to reach out or comment after the video is done. Thank you for joining us. I hope you had fun. I hope you're as excited about Berry and Sage as I am. And I'll see you again real soon. Take care, everybody. Happy stitching.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Lori, say goodbye.
Bye. Bye-bye.